That would scar me as a father. Like, how are you asking to see the fucking video? What the fuck? That's not insane, y'all? All right, guys, if you don't know who they are, they were the best midget hoopers ever. Okay, no, they're not really midget hoopers, but they're, you know what I'm saying? You know, in basketball, I ain't gotta explain, okay? Jaden is 5'2", okay? We're gonna start there. Jaden is 5'2", okay? And her brother is 5'7". All right, guys, go grab what you need so we can tune into this video and dig into it and see what is going on. It's absolutely insane.
I don't know, but in the future, maybe a few years, I don't know.
I was trying to get her, like, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. Oh, take the wrong way. When she was 18, I tried to get her to make OnlyFans because of the spike.
That's her brother. That's her brother. What the fuck? Fuck, my sister get exposed. First off, my sister get exposed. I'm deleting everything. I'm not on social media no more. I don't even want to, I don't even want to come across shit. I don't want to come across shit. I'm deleting social media. Bye. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I tripping, y'all? Like,
clip. My brother in Christ. Batman couldn't beat that information out of me. Which is a story about internet safety and privacy and data concerns turned into a content-pilled family letting their freak fly when Jaden Newman's leaks got leaked to the internet. Ever since that situation, I've been noticing this pattern of conversations and moments coming specifically from her brother, but from the entire Newman family that kind of leads me to believe that all of this wasn't really a leak. All of this was some sort of planned effect. It started right after the leak when Julian Newman was sitting in the car saying that his sister could be bigger than Kim Kardashian.
And to look at the brighter side of things,
there ain't no fucking brighter side.
She gonna be bigger than Kim K, man. For real.
Kim K? You really gonna sit up here and compare your sister to Kim K? That's the route we chose to take. My sister get exposed, I'm gonna be there emotionally for her, okay? But I'm not super her head up to go ahead and start no fucking OnlyFans. I'm not gonna lie, that's wild. That is fucking wild.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is disgusting as hell,
we don't know
only
what you're
gets worse.
saying.
Just a few days later, he gets onto Adam 22's podcast and states that when his sister turned 18, mind you, she's 22 years old, he encouraged her to start a Lonely Bands page. But it's not what you think. It's not what you think.
Not the nasty shit. Not the bullshit y'all got going.
Not the bullshit, just like regular shit.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Just like Instagram photos, the same photos you, because it's the personal messages, it's the idea.
That makes the justification better. You're not saying that she should be taking her clothes off, but she should be goon baiting on the TL. That makes a ton of sense. What kind of disgusting family is this? And so when you look at Julian Newman,
not gonna lie, that is better in a sense, but still, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like,
skeptical history. It makes sense why people are asking a bunch of questions. Is this him doing his best attempt to help his sister navigate a very terrible and tumultuous thing that happened? Or is this him using his sister in an attempt to make himself relevant again? If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long way for the channel. We're almost at 185. Make me come alive. Hit the subscribe button today or I might die. Bars. Now, back to the video.
Shit.
Oh yeah, my sister bought, you know, her own Range Rover at 15 years old, man. No sex tape, no nothing like that. Way before Kim. So that's why I say, you know, she can be bigger than Kim because she already doing it. Been doing it.
Now, even though it was Jaden Newman's private videos that got leaked to the internet, Julian Newman has been the one that decided that he's going to take the brunt force of this. He has been at the turn of every single one of these conversations. He is putting himself out there on Main Street and saying to his sister and the people, hey man, y'all worried about how she's managing those photos, let me manage her. Now, as creepily as it's gonna sound, it's sad to say that it seems as though Julian Newman has been planning and plotting for this day for a long time.
Bro, imagine trying to manage your sister's OnlyFans account. Like, I don't know what's worse. Like, bro, what y'all think? How do y'all feel about it? Like, cause like that is fucking insane. That is insane. Like,
one of the first clips I showed you that he had been asking her since she had turned 18 to start one of these lonely bands types of accounts in order to get it off to social media. And maybe this is the problem with this type of generation, but in no way, shape, form, or fashion would you decide that pimping out your sister is the best course of action for her as she is trying to build a name as a legitimate basketball star or a content creator. Thinking about all of the men who would be trying to goon to your sister's potential pictures makes you worse than the worst thing in the world. I don't even really know how to describe that without saying that sentence. Shit is being said that has never been said before, and if you look at who's saying it, it's a fucking Newman. Their brains are so content-pilled in all of these situations that a catastrophe of leaked videos doesn't faze them. So why would I think that a catastrophe of a comment saying that, hey, I try to get my 18-year-old sister to do this type of content would faze Julian or Jaden even? Jaden takes to the internet to defend Julian Newman's comments, and I'm telling you, I'm live reacting to this. I have never heard this before, but whatever she's about to say is only gonna make me even more disgusted.
Julian told you, like your brother told you to start a OnlyFans at 18?
Uh-huh. But he didn't mean it like that. Y'all are taking it out of context.
There's only one way you can meet it.
But he meant to, like, because I could be, like, say if I were to make it when I was 18, I probably would have made, like, 10 million in a day. He means it just, like, money-wise. Y'all are taking it out of context. But it does sound weird, though.
But Jaden, what would you have to do to get said money? Granted, there are stories of these creators who don't necessarily have to take their clothes off and play with themselves in a schmexualized way. I totally get that. And maybe that's the pathway you would have taken. But ultimately, underneath that, you still do have to make yourself as some sort of gooner bait for the male audience. Now, because I've been following the Newman family for a second, because I think we're all interested and I'm chronically online, I knew about Jaden Newman previously doing something like this. So maybe Julian's words did get to her. I never really tracked it back. But if you go on her Instagram, there is a link in bio. That page will lead you to a fanfics where she is basically doing exactly what Julian Newman described in this Adam 22 interview. This will lead me to believe that all of Julian Newman's are ultimately working. When I read these captions though on these photos, I honestly do get sick to my stomach. Warning, this is disgustingly graphic because I'm 29, I view Jaden Newman as a child, but it's abundantly clear that she is being, I don't even want to say put up to this, but she just comes from a weird family. No hunting around for rumors. If you want to see something, you'll get it from me. You better be prepared, with 3 water emojis. Stop hunting for my leaked stuff online. Everything you want is already in your hands here, hee hee. Those leaked stuff never have the good angles anyway. And where would they be getting the good angles? From you and your brother? Like, ugh, that's disgusting. But Julian Newman isn't the only one in the family that's had some sort of weird reaction to this. Apparently, according to Jaden, her family, the entire family, the mom and the dad, have also asked to see what was leaked on the internet.
They're saying that, I got leaked. And then my parents just like, what video? And I'm like, I don't even know. And then later, I seen it after that, and they kept telling me to send it to them. But I'm like, why the fuck would I send?
Exactly. What the fuck? Okay, I could see if her mom was like, let me see the video. But her dad, me as a father, I would not want to see nothing of my daughter like that. That would mentally fuck me up. That would scar me. I swear, that would scar me for life. Like, if I seen my daughter getting exposed doing some shit I don't even want to fucking think about, that would scar me as a father. Like, how are you asking to see the fucking video? What the fuck? That's not insane, y'all? There's definitely got to be something wrong. Terribly wrong. And it seems like from what we're hearing right now, they're all trying to capitalize off of it.
And then eventually,
just trust me.
Literally,
trust me.
I was just like, why would I send it to them? And then eventually they seen it, and then my mom told me just that she's seen everything, both of them seen everything. And I was just like, oh my God.
Mom, Dad, your daughter is getting bust down. Why would you want to see that? It almost makes me believe that they went out and sought the actual video because they wouldn't send it to them. There's nothing even remotely healthy about this relationship at all. And now the entire family is going on a press run when it comes to Jaden Newman's leaked videos. Not only are they on the Adam 22 podcast, but they're also doing their own podcast and TikToks with Adam 22. And the reason why is because the spotlight is back. You see, the reason why Julian Newman is going the extra mile in order to put himself back in the limelight in a conversation that should involve his grown sister and his grown sister only, and the person that was also a part of the leaks in it of it all, is because he's been in the spotlight for his whole life, even at 11 years old. But for what it's worth, the things that he had set out to be and panned out to be have not worked. I don't know about you all, but 5'2" non-athletic point guards who are very, very short-tempered don't usually pan out in the NBA. Even though Julian Newman thought that he was in the same conversation and sphere as other people in his class, like a LaMelo Ball, who is now going on, 6+ years in the NBA. Yeah, ultimately, they were never on the same path.
12.
The content creation career didn't work either, and neither did the boxing career.
What the hell?
So in a situation where his sister is the star in front and center, I find myself asking, but also answering, why is Julian Newman in these conversations? And ultimately, he seems to even be louder than his sister in some of these talks. He's sitting here talking about this tape to Adam 22, proclaiming that he hasn't seen it, but knows the full details of the leaks.
But so you're saying there is sex in these videos?
Oh no, it's a full on.
It's a full on.
I didn't see it because I'm not weird. This is a full on sex
It's
tape.
a full on.
Nah, I don't believe that. Come on now, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Yeah, I believe that. I believe he's seen it. It ain't no way like he's trying to talk about managing and he's too into it. I think he's seen it. But like, I ain't gonna lie, that question from Adam kind of threw me off too. Like, he like was like, yeah, he's kind of like intrigued, right?
But so you're saying there is sex in these videos?
Oh no, it's a full on.
It's a full on.
I didn't see it because I'm not weird. This is a full on sex
It's
tape.
a full on,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Are you
oh,
here? It was
really?
his sister's tape that got leaked. Why is Julian Newman seemingly putting himself at the center of attention? On another podcast, One Steiny Night, yes, they are really touring this thing. He decides to really get into his bag about why he's here, what part he plays into all of this.
And your immediate reaction was, my sister's going to be the next Kim K.
Yeah.
But was there any party that was like, all right, I got to be like, yo, this is my family, but I don't support this shit? Or were you just like, hey, we've been together forever. We've been on the internet forever. My only option is to support this.
For a few days, I was pissed. Told my dad I ain't with her, all types of stuff for sure.
Damn.
But when you really think about it, you can't do nothing. It's not coming off the internet. I
Yeah,
said
it's
that to
not
say
coming
her
off the internet.
management company actually, like they call it the Jaden Newan Act. There's an article on it. They're talking about she's like the first test for like them like actually legally taking off like unconsented on like apps or whatever.
Wait a minute. Jaden's not even in the room anymore. Julian Newman has come onto this platform.
He going on
with,
tour.
might I add, a
See,
fake
bro.
boxing belt or fake
What
belt
the
of some
fuck?
sort. I don't know. It looks almost like those toy styrofoam belts that I got when I was into wrestling back in the day when like John Cena and Batista and Bobby Lashley were at the peak of their powers. It looks like one of those like fake plasticky belts. But he's going on here championing the fact that like, yo man, I'm gonna take all of these bullets and lead these conversations for my sister. I'm actually doing this for a good cause because our legal team is working on the Jaden Newman Act, something that will get these videos off the internet. Get the fuck out of here, gang. Get out of here. This is
Bro, I'm not gonna everything about that is screaming, I want the attention. Give me the attention. And I ain't gonna lie, like I kinda like I could see his point of view. Well, I don't know his point of view. If his point of view is to try to bring the attention on himself to draw from that, so that way she's not really in that light, looked at in that light. But who are we kidding? That's not what it is. That's not what it is. It's obvious. He already fucking said he wants to manage it. So it's definitely not that. Let's just
isn't your
let's
show.
keep
Why are
going.
we listening to you? Why
Right,
do you
like,
have
why are
this big
you-
ass belt? And if that wasn't bad enough, because
Why
he's
are
sitting
you-
in
why
a
are
hot
you
seat
fucking-
of content, he has to be subjected to these conversations that it seems as though he is welcome to answering. Listen to this when the guys from the One Night with Steiny podcast ask him about his own daughter and if she wanted to do the actions of starting a Lonely Bands type of account.
If you had a daughter, would you tell her to go on OnlyFans at 18?
If we're gonna scam these niggas, yes, we're gonna scam them 100%. You're gonna wear what you post on Instagram. What you post on Instagram, we're gonna post on. Why wouldn't we? It's like, why wouldn't you? I think I'm be stupid as fuck if I. Why not? They already look at her like that. chances are when I have a daughter, they gonna look at her like that.
I think what he just said is illegal. Now, I'm all for fathers and mothers and people that are, you know, family members, friends, whatever the case of models that do that type of content to be supportive of it. That's not what I'm saying here. What I am saying here is there is a difference between being supportive and encouraging your daughter to sell these things, saying, hey, I'll write up the captions, babe. I did it for your auntie back in the day. I'll write up the captions for you. Putting your daughter
that makes it worse. That makes it sound a lot worse too.
It's going to get you a first-class ticket to where it's hot all the time. I don't even know how else to describe it. So of course it makes sense why Julian Newman is in the forefront. He is using his sister's schmex tape as a means to put him and the family name back into the forefront. After all, everything they've done for their whole entire career has always been family business, whether it be basketball, boxing, and now into the schmex industry. The thing that I have a problem with in this whole Julian Newman conversation of it all is that he is no longer, you know, intercepting these conversations, putting them to rest, fighting off narratives, et cetera, et cetera. He's in fact starting new conversations.
No, I'm talking about like him encouraging his sister, like, go get
Well,
this
the
money.
first video is what I'm saying. When it got released, was she under?
No, she was like 20. She's 22.
Okay, so that got released, and then now you're saying you're already out there, you're already naked, you might as well open an account.
Yes. But what he's saying is when she was 18, I encouraged the OnlyFans. The thing is, no nudity. That's where he didn't throw in. So
the reality is that Julian Newman isn't letting this conversation die because he can't afford to let this conversation die. Why? Because his name will no longer be in the spotlight. His name will no longer ring off in conversations. People won't be talking about him, and he'll go back to the irrelevancy that he was in after the boxing match that he was most recently in. Now he's the one accepting interviews. While Jaden Newan has seemingly moved on, the conversation even of today is no longer really about her. She's the catalyst for it all, sure. But people are now pointing out how weird it is that Julian Newman is basically going out there and pushing his sister's bad PR that she's getting, all these different things to the forefront of the conversation.
Not even just him, just like the whole family in general. Like everybody's on board with it, but it doesn't seem like it seems like she's only on board with it because it seems like everybody's pushing her to do it. Because it's already out there. That's what it feels like. I'm not gonna lie. It don't feel like she genuinely wants to be out there on the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Selling it, basically. Like,
it's not just that the tape happened. It's not just that he had to respond to it because he is a public figure. It's the fact that he has taken on the brunt of the conversation going forward and is now saying the most outrageous things in an attempt to get a clip. We've all been there. We've done that. We've talked about clip farming before. And it's clear as that's what Julian Newman is doing. But so now when people are calling him out for it, he's seemingly having a problem. And I'm saying problem very loosely because ultimately this is what he wants. When Black Boy Max says what everybody else is thinking, he decided that he was going to go on TikTok Live and rant about Black Boy Max and how bad he is.
Hey, cuz, just because you looked up to me in high school, you wanted to beat me and you was sorry at basketball.
Hey, bro, just because my pops wasn't throwing basketballs at me while I was doing the fucking spider drill, you know what I mean? I was sorry, okay, nigga?
Anytime you get a chance, let's hate on you. You talking about, oh, that's a weird thing to say.
No, bro, if y'all know who he is, y'all know what the fuck Black Boy Max talking about. That shit is funny as fuck.
When your sister got leaked, man, shut your ass up, bro. You's a clown, bro. Stop playing with me. You know what I get into.
At this point, Julian,
you know what I get, bro. I hate when like people on social media like that are known for social media and like having a social media career or get on there and like try to be tough. Like you literally do not have to be tough on the internet. You do not have, you know that, right? Like, I think we all know that. Like, why? What is the purpose of it? Like, if you want to be tough, such a tough guy, go fucking get in the field. Go get in the field. Get in the streets. I'm not encouraging it. I'm not encouraging it, but I'm saying leave that shit over there.
Happened with Jaden.
That's what I'm getting.
He's attempting to use his sister as a means to get back into the forefront. He's creating these new storylines. And so now every interview, every comment, every stream, every TikTok live is now furthering a conversation that most likely would have died down, to be quite honest with you. People get leaked every single day. it's a deal, but it's not the biggest one. Pretty sure we would have moved past it, but that's not how it works in Julian Newman's mind because he can't eat if it dies. So while he might have said that
I don't
Jaden could have
believe
been
that.
the next
I ain't
Kim
gonna say
K,
that.
I guess he was really planning on making himself the next Kim Kardashian. Now, I'm not saying that Julian Newman actually did make those leaks of the content because he needed to put himself back in the limelight. Nobody can prove that. What I am saying is that after those leaks happened, Julian Newman has, objectively speaking, looked worse than anybody in this situation. Instead of taking his sister's hand and guiding her through the controversies and adversities that she is inevitably gonna face after her Schmex tape does get leaked on the internet, he's actually taking her hand and dragging her left, right, and sideways to these different couches, these different chairs in front of these different podcast mics to only further the conversation. It's gotten so bad that we're now at the point where he's let her hand go and is on his own continuing these conversations, saying the most ridiculous things, getting into fights with people that honestly, I'm not even gonna say he doesn't need to be in a fight with them because he should be afraid of them, but doesn't need to be in a fight with them because this is not bringing any good. And now it becomes harder and harder and harder to believe that this wasn't some sort of strategic thing because the Newman family, specifically Julian Newman, has been looking for a way to get back in the limelight for years. They started off with a basketball career.
I'll say this. I feel like if it was more so of him trying to clean up everything, you know what I'm saying, clean up her image type of shit, then I would be here for it. You know what I'm saying? But it's more so like he's trying like, oh well, shit, fuck it, let's go do this, I'm gonna set up this, you gonna come here and do this. Like it's not like he's not trying to clear up her image. He's trying to profit off of her image. That's what it seems like.
That was doomed to fail from the beginning, but was entertaining and fun while it was happening. But now being a almost mid 20-something-year-old, burnt out 5'2" dude looking for the next play in it of it all, the next pivot, he's decided to take advantage of his sister greater than the people that are sending these videos left, right, and sideways to group chats. Hell, almost even greater than the person who decided to leak said videos in the first place. He's taking advantage.
I ain't
of
gonna
his
lie,
sister
whoever decided to leak it is an absolute fucking dickhead. Like, that's fucked up. Like, I wonder if like she pissed him off or something. Like, that's a dickhead
conversation that should have stopped a long time ago, and making much more nastier comments, remarks, etc., even to the tune of him acknowledging the fact that he would pimp out not only his sister but his daughter in this hypothetical situation. This kid is a nasty fuck. I don't know how else to really say it, and it shows how desperate he is to get back into that content creation limelight. But I'm here to tell you, Julian, Kai Cenat ain't gonna let you on that stream, gang. You ain't gonna get on Neon or whoever, T-Banks. You already ruined the opportunity with Max and the guys after you got into that fight. You know, when you play basketball with them, you doing this to your sister is weirder than weird, my nigga.
Yeah, that shit, I'm not gonna lie, that shit is weird. That shit is very weird. I don't condone it. I ain't, like I said, if anything, I feel like he should have tried to help clear her image up even as much as he could. I really feel like he should have been like the big brother role and like, look, y'all better leave my fucking sister alone. You know, I probably can't do shit about it, but I'm gonna stand up for my fucking sister, motherfucker. Instead, he's like, yeah, go look at it. You wanna look at it? Give me $5. Give me $5. I got you. If you're new to the channel, man, hit that sub button. Let me know how y'all feel about this situation. Which route would y'all take in this situation if y'all was her? And which route would you take if you was her brother in this situation? God, this is crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. My daughter get exposed, God forbid. But my daughter get exposed on the internet, I'm not hyping her up to start an OnlyFans page, and I'm not trying to promote it. What the fuck kind of shit is that? That is insane.